I just saw this heartwarming story about a farmer in Kentucky who brought in a newborn calf into his home during a very freezing winter storm. They dried the calf off and then laid her down on the couch next to their sleeping children. It was so sweet. And I just know in a couple years the children will look back at that fond memory and ask their parents, "Where's the cow that we slept with on the couch that night?" And the parents will say, "Oh, well, we murdered her and now you're eating her dead body." I'm just kidding. That's probably not what's going to happen, but let's talk about it. And if you end up liking this video, please subscribe for more. Okay, so let's dive deeper into this story. So this happened a couple weeks ago, and it was during a winter storm in Kentucky, and it was very cold outside into the single digits. The farmers find the newborn calf essentially frozen to the ground, and they bring her into their home, they clean her off, they warm her up, and they lay her on the couch next to their children. And then the next morning, they bring the calf back to her mother. The farmer posts a photo of her children sleeping next to the calf on the couch, and the post goes viral. Now, I think it's important to say that I totally believe that these farmers truly do care about the well-being of the calf. I mean, how couldn't you? But I don't think that they were purely doing this for the calf. I think they were motivated by another, less sentimental reason. And by that, I mean they were motivated by profits. I mean, they are farmers. The cows are their products. If the calf freezes to death, then they don't get to make a profit off of her. In an article, they mentioned that last year they lost a cow due to frostbite. I'm sure they don't want to make that financial mistake again. So to me, it's really hard to be thankful for these types of acts that farmers do when their bottom line is animal exploitation. Sure, they feed and protect and give medical aid to these animals, but what else are they supposed to do? Let them die? But then they make nothing off of them. So they've got to protect their investments. They breed these animals into existence, putting them into these problematic situations, and then they want a pat on the back when they take care of these animals. But they're really only doing it to just keep them alive long enough so they can continue exploiting them before they kill them. It's f***ed up. So let's talk about the fate of Sally. She's the newborn calf. Let's hear what a news story has to say about it.
Usually when a calf is weaned from their mom, they're old enough to be sold off. But the sorrels say given this situation, they might have to make Sally a permanent addition to the family.
Oh, that's great. So though most of the calves are ripped away from their mothers and then sent off to be slaughtered eventually, Sally will be safe. That's excellent. To be serious though, that is good. I'm actually really glad that Sally is basically being turned into a pet. They're even giving her a name tag with her name on it. Obviously. That's what a name tag is. Okay, but hold on. I'm just guessing here. But it seems kind of like Sally is being spared just because, I don't know, the story went viral, you know? The photos that she posted of Sally with the children on the couch exploded on the internet, so, I mean, they aren't going to just murder Sally, now are they? That would cause a public outrage if a farmer killed a cow. And to the best of my knowledge, this petification status of their farm animals has never happened before. They mention that they bring animals in all the time, probably for cold weather or other reasons. But they bring them into their house. But I don't imagine that they make all those animals into pets, like Sally. So there's got to be something different about Sally. I mean, maybe it's the fact that the story went viral. She even said that she wasn't even sure if she was going to post the photo because she does this for her animals all the time. But truly, that's just speculation. I'm totally just guessing there. Who knows? One thing that they did say is that they recently had a family member pass, and that was very traumatic for them, and they were going through an emotional time. So there could be a different circumstance going on that, you know, made them, you know, more emotional during this, and so then they, you know, bringing Sally in to sleep at the couch was really had a big impact on the family. So I mean, that could totally be it too. Also, who knows what will happen to Sally's mother, because there's no information on that. I'm doubtful that she'll get the same treatment as Sally. Hopefully this will become a trend though. Maybe they'll just start bringing in all their animals, and then every animal that they bring in, they'll be like, oh, let's also save this animal. And that'd be amazing. I really hope that does happen. It's important to say that I'm not trying to specifically focus on this family. It's a larger issue within the whole system of animal exploitation. And what they're doing is not uniquely wrong. In fact, what they did with Sally in sparing her life, I think is actually a good thing that could be done in the system. And I wish that it would happen more often. They didn't have to save her life. So if I am going to pat a farmer on the back for anything, it's going to be an action like that. But I did just want to highlight how often when you'll see these heartwarming stories about farm animals, there's usually a darker side to it. Regardless, at the end of the day, I am truly glad that they are sparing Sally's life. I think that's awesome, and I wish that they would do that for all of their animals. There is a strange part of the news interview that I want to show you.
That's why God made a farmer, you know, that's what you do.
That's what it's all about. You know, our animals are just like humans to us. They're part of our family, and we'll bring them in the house anytime and do whatever we can do for them.
Yeah, I don't know about you, but I don't breed humans into existence and then enslave them and exploit them and then murder them and eat their bodies. I don't know, that's just me. I mean, I hope they don't treat humans like they treat their animals. That would also be very bad. So thank you, I appreciate you watching this, and if you want to see more content like this, please subscribe for more.